Welcome to the Neo Movie Show. I'm your host, Andrew Chan. I'm a member of the Film Critics Circle of Australia. I also host a number of movie nights across public clubs in Hong Kong. First off, Happy Chinese New Year. 恭喜發財同埋恭喜恭喜. Let's head straight to the film review. A whisper of the longing in the fluorescent glow. Hong Kong director Andy Lau, Once in a Blue Moon, is not a film that arrives with fanfare. It settles within the quiet and the hums of a convenience store refrigerator at 3 a.m. and settles into the worn space of an Hong Kong apartment and the fluorescent light of the 24-hour 7-Eleven store. This is a film of profound stillness, meticulously observing a fractured family carrying the weight of an absent father. It finds its power not in dramatic confrontation, but in the adequate silence between the words, and the flicker of unspoken grief in the weary grace and the quiet courage required simply to endure. The story opens Mei-zhen, played by Gladys Li, a young woman whose life seems measured in shifts and the clutter of a cash register. She shares a cramped apartment with a perpetually worried mother, Loletta Lee, also shedding her former goddess image with remarkable grace, and her brother, Peter Chan, radiating bottled frustration. The absence of their father is like a ghost haunting every room, a void that has classified into unspoken burdens and the secrets that each carries alone. The film duo titles as the says Mon looking at the moon or yearning at the moon, and Once in a Blue Moon speaks to that rare and almost mythical hope of wholeness and reconcile that feels distant and cynical as the celestial event itself. Gladys Li anchors the film with a performance of remarkable restraint and authenticity. Her Mei-zhen is edged in that kind of exhaustion of a dead-end existence. Her shoulders perpetually slump under the weight of responsibility and unresolved sorrow. Yet, Gladys Li allows glimpses and fleeting curiosity and a spark of defiance quickly dampened of a young woman beneath the weariness. It's a portrayal devoid of vanity, deeply relatable in its quiet struggle. Loletta Lee delivers the film's emotional core. Her mother is a masterclass in that kind of portrayal. Lee captures the profound weariness of a woman bound by tradition and circumstances. The love she possesses doesn't manifest in grand gestures, but in nagging worry about meals, the resigned silence that fill the apartment, and the subtle shifts in her eyes that conveys decades of disappointment, and the steady fast amid the weary devotion. It's a performance that understands the complex, often unspoken language of love in many Asian Chinese families. Peter Chan once again provides that crucial texture as the brother. He embodies the quiet pressure of being the man of the house, or a role if ill-fitting and also suffocating. Chan communicates volumes through repressed anger and also that kind of resignation in his emotions, showing a young man that is equally adrift, gripping with his own torn desires beneath the family's collective grief. Andy Lau and his cinematographer excel at capturing the tangible feel of Hong Kong, the claustrophobic intimacy of the family apartment and the harsh, bustling fluorescent of the 7-Eleven stores that becomes Mei-zhen hold well. The rain-streaked street bathed in neon light melancholy. These aren't just settings, they are extension of the characters' internal states. The camera lingers, often in close-up, onto the hands, fidgeting on the faces, absorbing the unspoken blows and the mundane rituals that structured their lives. The intimacy is the film's greatest strength, forging a deep connection between the audience and these ordinary souls navigating extraordinarily quiet heartbreak. The film's deliberate pace, its commitment to rhythm of real and glamorous life, is both a virtue and also a potential pitfall. It demands patience. There are stretches, particularly in the middle part, where the lack of a driving narrative hook might test viewers more accustomed to conventional preposition. The subplot or two is tantalizingly underdeveloped, leaving a sense of narrative drift. This isn't carelessness, but perhaps an overcommitment to a slice of more realistic life that occasionally sacrifices dramatic momentum. Once in a Blue Moon is a film of gentle power and resonant melancholy. You understand the deepest grief is often carried in silence, and the healing is not always about grand reunions, but about finding the courage to leave alongside an absence. Director Andy Lau crafts a world where the ordinary becomes profound, where the flicker of hope is as rare and precious as a blue moon. It lacks fireworks, hoping instead for steady and sometimes painful glow of emotional honesty. It's a film that whispers its griefs and lingers long after the final quiet flame. Recommended for those who find poetry in everyday, who cherish the humanism in movies, and who believes that the most powerful stories are often not told with shouts, but with sights. I liked the movie. I rated the movie a 7 out of 10. I gave it 3.5 stars. Thank you. Thank you for watching another episode of the Neo Movie Show. If you enjoy our channel, feel free to subscribe, like, and also follow our Instagram. I'll see you next time, and have a happy new year.
Welcome to the Neo Movie Show. I am your host, Andrew Chan. I am a member of Film Critics of Australia and regular most host at private clubs in Hong Kong.